Hello my dear students, welcome all of you in our PPS video lecture series. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In our previous lectures, we are already started our pointer unit and the topics like basics of pointer, what is the advantages of pointer that are discussed. Then after we are discussing about the double pointer, that is pointer to pointer. Then we are using the three different concept of array, and here I am taking the difference between these two in this today's session, and then we have to learn the new topic, that is function returning pointer. So let's understand first the difference between pointer to array and array of pointer. So as you are already knowing what is the concept of these two, pointer to array having syntax just like integer, inside round bracket we have to put star p and then specifies the size of pointer, that is 3. Clear? So the meaning of this statement is what? P is nothing but what? Pointer to array. How? So P is nothing but pointer that points to whole array instead of one single element. But suppose I am writing like just removing the round bracket around the P, and syntax is just like integer star P and 3. You guys knowing these two syntax are same, only the change is we are removing the round bracket from a P, and the concept is what? P here is array having 3 elements, and each and every element of my P array is nothing but pointer that points to one another addresses, one another variable. So this concept we have to use in today's session. How? Let's understand with another difference. Instead of now square bracket, we are putting just the round bracket. So square bracket specifies the array concept and round bracket we are putting for function. So the very first is pointer to function, and the syntax is same. Integer, inside round bracket we are writing star p, and square bracket is not present here, we are writing just the blank round bracket. The meaning of this statement is what? Here my P is a pointer that points to one function similar to array. But if I am removing the round bracket around the P, then the concept is changed. How? Let's see here the example function returning pointer, that is integer star P and simple round brackets. So you can see both of this, first with the round bracket P and second without round bracket around the P. So my concept is changed. Now my P is not a pointer, but my P is function that returns integer star, means pointer value. But in a previous example, my P is a pointer that points to one function, and that function returns only the integer value. And today we have to discuss about this topic, function returning pointer. So you have to learn first this concept, and here I am taking the example using this concept function returning pointer. Means we have to find the maximum from two number. How we can write it? First we have to use function concept, and function has a 3 different elements: declaration, function call and definition. So the first one is always declaration, that I am writing like integer star max. So here max is nothing but what? My function name, and this function returns pointer value. How? We are writing integer star. But suppose I am writing just like integer max, then max is one function that returns integer value. But now my topic, my theory is function returns pointer. For that we are writing integer star before max. And inside declaration we are passing 2 different parameter. First is integer star and second is again integer star. Here you can write variable name also, or you can specify without variable. So here my function declaration is completed, means my function have a 2 different parameter, and that parameter is also type of pointer because integer star is there. Now inside void main we are writing integer a comma b, that is my input for finding the maximum. So simply integer a comma b is there, and then after integer star result, that is my pointer. So result is one pointer variable. Then I am writing the printf statement, pointers to a function returning pointer concept. That message will be displayed on my screen. Then after we are using printf for inputting first value, that is input first number, and scanf %d end of a. So the first data will be read, likewise that the second one will be read using printf input second number, and then using scanf we read %d end of d. So this is about the input part, and then we have to use function call. So for function call we are writing just like result equals function name max, and inside it we are passing address because of integer star in a declaration. So the address of A is there, address of B. This concept is already completed in our function unit. In which theory? In a call by reference. So here what happened, the address of A and address of B will be passed in our function definition, and then we are writing the printf message to print the maximum number among these two using the printf number %d is max and then star result. After void main we are writing our function definition just like integer star max and then integer star n1, integer star n2. So what happens, star n1 means the value of address of A and star n2 means value of address of B, that we are discussing in our next slide. Now after that we are putting the logic, that is maximum. How we can find? So if star n1 is greater than star n2, then our answer is what? If n1 is greater, then finally we have to return n1. If this condition is false, then we have to jump for the else part and return n2. Here in a return statement we are not writing star. Why? If you are writing star, then it returns value, but now my concept is we have to return the address, and for that simply I am putting n1 and n2. So when this program will be executed, it finds the maximum and this value will be written in a function call and store into the result variable, that is of type pointer, and then we are displaying that pointer value using star, that is star results. How this program will work, let's understand here. So A is suppose 5 and B is suppose 6, that is entered by a user, and having the address suppose 1000 and 1002. Then when this function is called using the statement result equals max end of A end of B, then address of A, that is 1000, will be copied in a n1 and address of B, that is 1002, will be copied in a n2 in our function definition. But now we are writing star before of n1 n2, then that value will be copied. So here star n1 means 5 and star n2 means 6, and then check these two values using condition. So here I am writing just like if A greater than B, then finally answer is n1, and if condition is false, then we have to return star n2. Star n2 means the second value is greater, so we have to return the address of n2 or B, we can say, and finally we are getting the address. So in this case the 5 is greater than 6, no, so condition becomes false and simply it returns the address of B, that is 1002, and simply in a function call that value will be stored in a result and result will be display using value, that is 6. So we are finding the maximum 6. Now suppose you want to use the pointer with a structure concept, then how we can use it? So first you have to learn the structure that we have to learn in our next unit. Here I am just using the basic concept of structure. For that first we have to declare our structure, then we have to declare variable, and then we have to initialize it, and for that we are using the concept, that is struct keyword for a structure having name, student, and two members we can store inside it, that is student roll number having integer data type and name having character data type. So the structure is nothing but what? It is a collection of elements, but not a same data type but with a different data types. So when your array has some limitation, like it can combine only the same data type and you want to combine the different data types, then you have to use this concept of structure. Clear? That we have to discuss in our next unit. But when you want to use pointer with this concept structure, first you have to define the structure, and then after inside void main we have to write the declaration of structure variable, just like struct student, variable name is suppose s, equals two different value. First is integer value, that is roll number, here I am taking 1, and then the name is suppose Bhavya, that is in a multiple character, so we are writing in a double inverted. Then after we are declaring our pointer, and now my pointer points to structure. So before pointer we are not write like integer star p, float star p, but for that we have to use the same syntax like struct student star p. So here p points to one structure of variable s. Then we have to initialize our pointer using p equals address of s. So my p having address of variable s of type structure, and we want to print the data of this structure students. Then how we can write? We have to use the printf, then student roll number equals p arrow and then roll number. So if you remember, when you are using the concept of structure, then you have to use the sign with a pointer, that is arrow. So p arrow roll number, then we have to use for a name. So I am writing printf student name equals p, then arrow sign and then name. So this concept is totally different. So you have to remember this, and the output of this program is what? Student roll number equals 1, because it is having roll number 1, and then student name equals Bhavya. So likewise that you can use the pointer concept, use in array also, in a string, in a function, structure, and for all the topics. Here our pointer concept is completed. If you have any query, feel free, contact me. If you like this video, then thumbs up. If you think this video will help some of your friends, then do share this video with them. Also you can subscribe my channel, so when I upload new video, you get a notification. Take care, bye.